Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Hustle with two dope ladies who you can see Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WeTV for season 7, y'all, of Braxton Family Values. Trina and Towanda Braxton are in the building. What up, ladies?
Hey, what's up?
Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Yo, you guys have been in the news a lot. There's a lot surrounding the family right now, and it's so personal because we feel like we're part of the family because we've been on this journey for a long time through the music, through the reality TV space. How is everybody doing, especially with Tamar and everything that's going on, and like with her, with her situation?
Everybody's doing well. And if you all have watched the Tamar Hall show, Tamar has stated that she's doing better every day. So we're prayerful that continues.
And did y'all, it seems like she unfollowed y'all the other day. Did y'all kind of get past that? I know sometimes she gets emotional and like.
Tamar always unfollows.
Yes.
This isn't the first time this happened, okay, guys? This has happened like 2 or 3 times before. We're so used to it, but we don't measure our relationship and our sisterhood on social media. She blocked us, so what? She'll probably do it again. So that's, there you have it. That's just Tamar.
Are you two like that too? Sorry, Ange. Are you two like that too? Trina, do you sometimes block Towanda? Towanda, do you sometimes block Tony?
Never. But I'm gonna tell you what though. I don't give social media that much power. I really don't. I'll advertise. I'll talk to people every now and again, but I don't let it define who I am, what I am, and how I decide to maneuver through things. Not at all. I don't give it that much power.
Yeah, I wanted to ask too, because I have a sister, so it's just all girls, and so I understand how that can be, just the dynamic of being sisters growing up and the natural, relationship there, and I love to see it play out. But I did want to ask, when it comes to television and social media, there are misconceptions about you all, especially in terms of from editing, and people draw their own conclusions and opinions. What would you all say is one of those things that people just get wrong all the time about your dynamic that you notice?
One thing that I would say that they get wrong is that we don't talk, because we absolutely do talk. We see each other as much as we can, of course, amid what's going on with the COVID. We just saw Tamar about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Is that right, Trina? About 3 weeks ago, we saw Tamar. We hung out with Tamar. So I think that's the misconception, is that we don't talk to each other. There are moments that we don't like each other, which is true, but the basis of the Braxtons is love. You know what I mean? Right. That's when it comes to any type of relationship. Sometimes you just don't like each other. Sometimes you don't want to be around that person, and that's okay. You have to create a healthy environment for you, and I just think that's where we are now. Don't you think, Trini?
I absolutely agree.
Okay.
So what's you guys' relationship with WeTV? Because obviously everybody doesn't have such a great relationship with the network. And I know I've been in a situation where I was on a show and I didn't necessarily get along with the producers. So like, how do you, Towanda, how do you, Trina, feel about WeTV as a network?
I'm going to say, Tamar has been very vocal about her relationship with WeTV. I personally did not share that same experience that Tamar did. I have to respect her choices. I have to respect, how she feels toward them. But I just personally did not share that same experience as she did.
Yeah,
it seems like a lot of times reality TV is like a gift and a curse. Gives you a platform to push all the things that you have going on in the world, but then it also gives the outside world maybe more insight, or not even accurate insight in some situations, on what your lives are like. What do you feel like the pros and cons of what you ladies have been doing, in the Braxton Family Value space has been, with this whole experience?
I think the pros is that I get to see my sisters quite often, and we don't have to pay for our flights to see each other.
Right. No, that's right.
Blessings.
That part's amazing, right? I love that part of it. But the other part is, whenever we have an argument or disagreement, or there is an issue, we have to take it home with us, because we're sisters. We're not just a put together cast, and we still have to deal with it. And there are moments, even like the next day, if we have to film the next day, we still hold on to something that we weren't able to resolve. So I think that's the con, when it comes to working with your family, I think.
Now, speaking of holding on to stuff, is there anything that you guys have been feuding on since childhood that you still feud about now? Some things just don't change. You care to share that? Maybe something we didn't get a chance to see in the show that you guys still might think about?
Since we were children.
We are very, 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 very grown. Like, I'm in my you know what I mean? I mean, if I'm still carrying and holding on to something, you know, when I was 10 or 12 or whatever, I'm going to get some counseling, because
you need to lay down on somebody's couch at that point.
Yes, I need some counseling at that point. No, I'm not holding anything from. No, not.
Moving on.
Except for not when it comes to my sisters anyway. I still don't like my husband, my first one. Thank you.
Oh, so wait, I want to talk about him. Because I feel like y'all both have had relationships where you have a mate that's pretty, you know, opinionated and speaks their voice as they should. They're human. But who has had the worst boyfriends / husbands, whatever, along the line out of all the sisters that you're just like another one?
Trina saying it's her?
Well, first of all, this is my third marriage.
Okay, right.
I'm the Elizabeth Taylor of the family, but I do not care. You know, but my first husband, I can only charge him with youth, because we were very, very young. We met at 15. We had our first son at 19. We got married at 20. We had another kid at 21. We got divorced at 24. That's a lot, you know, for kids to go through, because I feel like we were kids.
Right.
And I have to charge it to immaturity and not to, you know, anything else at this point.
Not me. I have to charge it to it was just wrong. He gave me 2 beautiful children.
Yes, beautiful.
My husband gave me 2 beautiful children, and I thank him for that, and that's it. Maybe I should have just allowed him to be my, you know, donor, because our genes together made incredible kids.
Okay, now.
Sometimes you know when you have a good breeder, and you just got to keep them in. So, you know.
I would say I clapped for both of y'all when, you know, you got over your whole situations. Well, one of them with you, Trina, for sure. But you too, Towanda, I was like, yes, child, leave him alone.
Which one?
The ponytail.
Oh.
What's the ponytail? I'm sorry. When y'all first broke up, because it got kind of funny.
Oh,
while y'all.
Wait. I'm have to correct you on this one, L'Oreal. Anybody can say what they want about my relationship with Gabe, but I will say this: I will never disrespect him, because he stepped in when my children's biological father did not.
Okay.
Raised children that were not his, and he never had any biological children of his own. And God rest in peace today.
Yeah.
Yes. And first of all, I'm not going to talk ill of the dead, but I am going to say this: whatever issues we had, we still ended up being the best of friends, the closest of friends, especially because I respected what he did when their biological father did not.
That's good. That's
for those who just joining us, we talking to Trina and Towanda Braxton. Now, we have quite a like, you know, stretch of people to listen to the show. There's some of our older listeners want to know if Mama Braxton is available. Because I know at one point in time, y'all was trying to.
Yes, she's available. We're accepting applications. Please inquire with it.
Okay.
Yes.
What have y'all tried? Have y'all tried putting her like on an app or anything to try to, like, you know, get her out?
Bumble.
Space?
Bumble.
She could meet her a comment, and just like Tiffany Haddish.
Right now, we need a step deity.
Yes.
You need that. Do you all see yourselves going? You know, you're on season 7. We've been able to see you all just grow and grow and grow on television. Do you all see yourselves continuing on? Like, would you keep going, or do you have like a certain part where, you know, you want to stop after a certain amount of seasons?
Well, you know, Ange, as long as there's a reason for us to continue to do the show, we'll continue to do the show. Like say this season, you know, we've been ostracized a lot for continuing on with doing the show when Tamar decided that she wanted to sever her relationship with WeTV. Right. However, there is someone out there may be several someones out there who deal with mental health issues. And they need to see that even our family is not exempt. And maybe this will give them a voice to say, you know what? She went and got help. Maybe I can get help too. Right. Maybe it's okay for me to go ahead and exercise my voice so that I can get help for myself or another family member that exhibits the same types of behavior, or who's suffering from depression, or who has, you know, other mental health issues that they did not deal with and need to. So now, you know, unfortunately, in the African-American community, a lot of times we have this covered wagon syndrome when we're like, oh, you don't tell people what's going on in your household. You don't talk about what's happening with you. But now we need to really express ourselves before we end up damaging and hurting ourselves further because we're afraid to speak out.
Yeah.
Y'all went on Ayanna Fix Your Life. I'm saying her name right?
Iyanla.
So when y'all went on there, do you feel like, because I know it got kind of heated on there, and then it seemed like it got good at some points as well. Did you feel like it helped because, you know, this is her last season and y'all did, you know, you did get some help from her. Do you feel like that helped you guys out at all as a family?
From me personally, I think it did. I think that she just unraveled some things that we had packaged so tightly. And sometimes you kind of have to loosen up that tape for people to understand and look at themselves. And I definitely think that that's what happened with Iyanla when she came on Braxton Family Values, definitely.
I agree, Towanda, but at the same token, I'm sorry, Taylor.
Okay.
Heck, right. The thing is this, though. People have to want to change. And people have to want to take things to the next level. They have to want healing. And until you're in that space, it's not going to congeal the way you need it to. So we can have Iyanla, we can have Pastor T.D. Jakes, we can have Dr. Phil, we can have anyone come in to try to be that medium for us. However, if everyone is not in the place of wanting healing or wanting change, and if you still want to hold on to things, you're not ready to grow, then nothing is going to help us but us.
Got you. Yeah, like the crazy thing, she said the exact same thing, like when I asked her about like DMX and like, hey, would you ever like sweep back over there and try to like, you know, work him out? He's like, yo, he has to want, like everything you just said, she said that. So it sounds like you were super listening. Now, we're like a few weeks away from Thanksgiving, and I know it's looking different for everybody around the world. And in my head, y'all are family. And
Yes,
I would like to think that everybody, you know, descends over to mom's house for all those special holidays. Are y'all doing Thanksgiving like that this year? Or is like Mama Braxton keeping y'all away too because of COVID?
I think that we're all going to have our individual Thanksgivings this year. And this is the first time that this has happened like this in a very long time. I'm having my own Thanksgiving with my children. Trina, I believe, is going to Vaughn's family, her in-laws. And I just think that we're all just kind of regrouping and wanting to do things on our own. And that's okay. A lot of people be like, oh my God, y'all ain't doing nothing together. It's okay, guys. We can individualize ourselves and that's fine, you know, because we all have our own personal families as well. I think that's—
So y'all not going to Birdman's house for Thanksgiving?
No, not this year.
How do y'all feel about him and his relationship with Tony?
Well, I
like
just think whatever makes Tony happy, I'm happy.
Yes.
If she likes it, I love it.
You know, Brian, please don't be mad at me when I say this. But the thing is, I think we know a different side of him than, you know, the general public does. You know, he's one of the sweetest people I've ever met. He's like super cool, and I dig him.
I'd be so disappointed if I found out that Birdman can't cook turkey.
You are what you eat. Ba-doom,
Put some
ba-doom.
respect on my name. I ain't gonna see it no more.
Look at
him.
But yo, Braxton Family Values, Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WeTV. Season 7 is in full effect. What can we expect from episode 2?
Oh no. You're going to see Trina's amazing bachelorette party that was amazingly nasty but great. And Trina's journey with her nuptials. I'm really excited about Trina's wedding.
Will David be there? Is he invited?
He was there.
Oh, he was?
But this was in December.
Okay.
Are y'all still filming, or are y'all done with the whole season already?
We're finished with the first 6 episodes.
Okay. Well, we can't wait to see how everything unpacks, man. It's always a blast to see the family together, man. We'll take what we can get, man. And love is always there from season 7 to season 10. Let's see how long we can keep this thing rocking. Be sure you pull it up. WeTV, Thursday nights. Set your DVR. Record them all. You can watch them and binge watch on those slow days when you're like, you know, COVIDed out and have nothing to do. Love y'all, ladies.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you guys so much for having us.
Yes,
Thank you
and
guys. You're amazing.
congratulations to the Morning Hustle. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
wish
Loves.
many more seasons for you guys.
Yes.
Congratulations to you two on your wedding and you guys on everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, we're only
Thank
on
you.
season 1 of our show, so we got
Yeah.
some catching up to do.
We trying to get like y'all.
I know
You'll be
that's
amazing.
right.
I know.
You guys are amazing. It's an amazing show.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yo, and
Thank
congrats on
you.
your wedding too, like upcoming, man. Peace and love on all that.
Thanks, guys.
I like that move.
I hate that hand. I hate that hand. I hate that. I hate that hand.
No, that's not what I did. That is not what I did. It's like, do you want to, okay, say my name. Say my name.
No,
Trina.
I'm not.
Hey.
Y'all are too much.
Bye. Hey. Almost. Oh, not quite, Towanda.
Later, y'all.
We are the Morning Hustle.